Dear all, first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to say great thanks to the shadow rapporteurs and all of the technical teams working very hard to have a concrete and constructive debate on the future of proteins. I am very happy that we have this debate today because I think it's timely, important and interesting. It's how to enhance production of sustainable proteins in our union. Because we, both humans and animals, need proteins and we need sustainable proteins. Today we have, in many ways, good and sustainable productions of protein inside of Europe. Actually, over 77% of the protein used for feed in the EU is produced within the Union. And this is a high number, but we also import a lot of proteins. We import 70% of the high protein content feed that we need to balance the feed ratios for our animals. This is such as soy from South America, as many of you are aware of. And there are several reports stating that this will lead to environmental and climate issues such as deforestation, water shortages, land grabbing, and other issues related to this. And it's also making us dependent on a few single suppliers. Both our productions and our consumption of proteins and food must be more sustainable in the future. This means a shift towards animal proteins with lower sustainability impact, more plant-based as well as new and innovative protein sources such as insects, precision fermenting and other techniques. But regardless, colleagues, the farmer must be in the center. That has always been the key for Renew Europe Group, to keep the farmers in the center of this strategy. In order for all of this to happen, we need a more competitive European agricultural sector with less administrative burdens on farmers and food producers and smarter and more sustainable regulations. My ambitions with this report has all the time been the same: to present concrete policy actions that increase the productions of proteins in the Union, while in the same time take us closer to our environmental goals. And in my humble opinion, I think we have succeeded. The strategy that we have on the table today is a good example of this. And let me mention a few key things that you find in the strategy. First of all, there's a strong call to the Commission to urgently present a comprehensive and ambitious protein strategy covering the sustainable production and consumption of all types of proteins within the EU. Moreover, this report should support the environmental transition through the development of sustainable protein sources and contribute to both open protein autonomy and resilience and profitability of the farmers in rural areas. This transition demands sustainable inputs and affordable inputs, such as energy, feed additives, good plant material, fertilizers, soils of good quality, and that's all included in the strategy. There are also interesting opportunities in the future, extracting high-value proteins from grassland for biorefinery as one example. But we also need to develop more into plant-based food, and we therefore urge the Member State to follow Denmark to introduce a plant fund to invest in plant-based projects. In the future, our consumption of proteins will also be more diverse. Therefore, we need to have a positive, open-minded, innovation-friendly approach towards food technologies, such as precision fermenting and cultivated food. And I'm therefore very happy that in this report, we're not only looking at feed, we're also looking at proteins for food. And I'm very happy that we can suggest to the Commission to put forward technical guidelines in order to make application of novel foods much easier. As stated in my start, I wanted to present concrete policy actions, and this report presents concrete policy actions, such as new genomic techniques, the CAP rules, Renewable Energy Directive, feed additives regulation, novel food legislation, R&D strategies, and much more. And to conclude, colleagues, I think this report gives us a very good start towards more competitiveness, production, and sustainability in the protein value chain. Look forward very much to the debate. And thanks again to all of the political groups for a lot of good cooperation. Thank you.